In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to set up automations in Monday.com. By the end, you'll know exactly how to turn your repetitive tasks into smooth, automated workflows so your board can do more of the work for you. First, make sure you're logged into your Monday.com account and open the specific board you want to automate. This is important because automations are always tied to a particular board. Take a second to confirm you're in the right place, looking at the items and columns where you actually want things to happen automatically. Once your board is open, look to the top right corner of the screen and click on the Automate button. This is your main hub for everything related to automations. If you don't see it right away, you might need to expand your toolbar or adjust your window size, but it's usually clearly visible in that top right area. After you click Automate, you'll be taken to a view where you can choose between workflows or the Automation Center, depending on how your account is set up or what Monday.com is currently calling that section. Workflows typically show you existing automations in a more visual way, while the Automation Center is where you can explore templates and build new ones. For this walkthrough, you can click either Workflows or Automation Center because both will give you access to creating a new automation. Next, look for the option to add something new. Click on the button that says Add New Automation. In some layouts, you might see a library of templates first, and that's totally fine. At this point, you can either choose a pre-built template that's close to what you need or start from scratch. Templates are very helpful if you're new because they already have the general logic set up and you just have to customize a few details. Now you'll see the core structure of every automation in Monday.com, which is based on two parts. When this happens, and then do this. Start with the When This Happens section. Click on that and you'll be asked to choose a trigger. A trigger is the event that tells Monday.com when to fire the automation. For example, it could be when a status changes, when a date arrives, when an item is created, or when a specific column is updated. Think about the exact moment you want this automation to kick in, and select the trigger that best matches that scenario. You'll usually have a few extra options to fine-tune it, like choosing which status label or which column to watch. Once the trigger is set, move on to the Then Do This section. Click there to select the action you want Monday.com to perform automatically. Actions can include things like changing a status, assigning someone to an item, moving an item to another group, sending a notification, or updating a date. Try to be as specific as possible so the automation behaves the way you expect. For example, if you want to notify a person, make sure you actually select that person or the right people column. As you're setting up the trigger and action, you can usually see a sentence or a summary that describes your automation in plain language. Read that sentence carefully. It should clearly describe the chain of events like, when a status changes to done, then notify the owner. If it doesn't sound quite right, go back and adjust your selections until the logic matches what you want in real life. When you're happy with your setup, look to the bottom right corner of the automation window and click on the Create Automation button. This is usually a blue button that saves and activates what you just built. After you click it, your new automation should appear in your list of active automations for that board. From here, it's a good idea to test it. Go back to your board and manually trigger the event you set up. For example, change a status, add a new item, or update a column depending on your trigger. Watch what happens next to confirm the action runs exactly as planned. If it doesn't, you can always return to the automation settings, tweak the trigger or action, and save it again. And that's the full process. Open your board, go to Automate, choose Workflows or Automation Center, add a new automation or start from a template. Define your trigger under When This Happens, choose your action under Then Do This, and finally click Create Automation to turn it on. Once you practice this a few times, setting up automations in Monday.com becomes a quick, natural part of how you manage your work.